the the evidence, I think, is simply overwhelming. Um, the Christian writers know these pagan myths. They know about Hercules. They know about Dionysus. They know about Zeus and Hera and the whole gang, the Olympian gang. They are aware of that. And in some of the popular Christian stories, like the infancy gospels, and they're not in the Bible, they're not authoritative, you do see an attempt to compare Jesus in a very positive way, in a very superior way to some of these pagan ideas. But the idea of actually adopting a pagan story, especially by Matthew's, he's Jewish. He's trying to convince a skeptical synagogue that Jesus really is the Messiah and fulfiller of Jewish prophecies, that he keeps the law of Moses. In fact, he demands a higher level of keeping it than what you get with the scribes and the Pharisees. How would Matthew then adopt a pagan story? The Zeus who has sex with a woman, and that's how we get Hercules or Dionysus or Hermes or whatever. I just can't believe Matthew would countenance that. Matthew probably was scratching his head saying, maybe I should leave this out, because there will be some people who read it and go, oh man, that's just another Zeus story, where he's involved with some attractive human woman. And so I could see how Matthew would want to leave it out. But for Matthew, it's just too important. And there are special conceptions in the Old Testament. So Sarah's real old, but God enables her to conceive. Hannah can't seem to conceive. God enables her to. And so there's this recognition that God does special things, and sometimes it does create a cloud of suspicion. There are some tainted women, you might say, in the Old Testament. And that, it's just there. And that's why Matthew puts these women in his genealogy. He actually mentions the wife of Uriah the Hittite, whom David murdered. And of course, he doesn't mention her by name, but it's Bathsheba. And so he's aware, Matthew knows that there's some dodgy stuff in the Messianic line, and he doesn't want to hide it. So he brings it out. But I just can't believe that Matthew would say, oh, let's just make up a story that sounds like paganism. Are you kidding? Matthew would do the opposite. He would say, no, we're not going to include this because, and so it was very important. It was well known. And yes, there was gossip, there were rumors, and there's hints of this in the Gospel of Mark and the Gospel of John. But it's so important and it connects so well to the Old Testament, Matthew just can't leave it out.